pro playmakers. These are the skills that separate.
I want to take some time here to illustrate exactly what it is that we're after when we run thinking type drills. So we're trying to teach people to think and influence their hockey sense. So what we have here is I built a little drill here for the kids in our development league to start to get a sense of what it is that we're talking about. So these kids are 2003s and 2004s, and what we're trying to do is get them to have a little bit of forethought, to be able to read a play, to understand what the opponent may be able to do, and try to use their stick and their body to anticipate where the puck's going to go and intercept the pass. So that's one side. So we have two things occurring at the same time here. We have what's going on with this kid and this kid as they work together to try to get the puck back. And then we have these four who are working together to maintain puck control. So these guys here can move. They just can't switch sides or go. We want to keep them kind of in this quadrant and focus on this player's ability to read or influence where these two may go. So for example, what he may do is he might show body language that would say that he's going to send the puck this way to turn their skates in this direction, which would then open up this option. Or he might see this guy jump in this lane as he's looking in this lane and then look this guy off to open up the middle to make a play through the middle. We want these kids to learn how and work opposite each other. So this group here is trying to maintain puck control, but they got to use their head. They got to think. They got to try to manipulate the movements of these two players. Not just let the puck move around like it's a rabbit being chased by dogs. We don't want that. We want them to influence and use their head to manipulate these two guys. These two guys want to try to read what's going on with the puck carrier and what his options are and work together. So I want this guy, if he jumps in this lane to try to eliminate this particular pass, then this guy, he's got to take away the biggest threat first. So we always talk about get to the middle first to eliminate this pass. Once he sees this guy turn his skates like he's going to make it, now he's going to jump and try to anticipate that pass to see if he can get it there and break up that play. So you have two opposite things happening at the same time, but it's a great situation. You can move this anywhere. I chose to use the neutral zone because I like the space that's available. It really forces these guys to get on their bike and have to really hustle. And it actually helps these guys be a little bit better. So if you have these guys move the puck and they can move it often enough to get into a bit of a flow, then it also helps these guys to learn how to adapt and adjust. If it happens a little bit too quickly, then it's difficult for you to extend the play enough where they can recognize patterns and see exactly what they need to do to influence that. The last piece that I want to say is you can move this anywhere, but also you can change the dynamic in any way. I just chose to do it this way, but it's a great way to teach someone how to think. Which, if you can teach skills all you like, I can teach all these kids how to pass. I can teach them how to pivot and skate and move. That part is the easy part. We can find anybody to do that. What we want to do is take what their skill set is and get them to learn how to use it in a hockey way, with hockey sense, and use their mind, create some forethought, and learn how to dictate a play so these kids learn how to influence the end of the play. They learn how to move it in the way they want to move it so that they can make a play. Like for example, these two could work together to know that they would really like to create this type of a turnover. So what they do is eliminate this option and this option. That influences and dictates to the puck carrier what his options are. And by doing that, he now is forced to make the pass that we want him to make, which is through here. And that's the one we're going to jump on. So as he comes through the middle, he influences it, and then he tries to jump into that hole. That is dictated. this guy here, at the same time, while all this is going on, he has to figure out where he wants to move the puck. So if he wants to move the puck here, he's going to threaten to move the puck through the middle and threaten to move the puck here, knowing that he's going to be able to make that option to influence the movement of these two guys. And at the time to teach this stuff is when they're 8, 9, 10 years old. Because if they don't have this by the time they're 12, it's very difficult to then start to add those types of things in, because they're used to skating mindlessly through different overall like predictable patterns, but they don't learn how to think the game in a way where they can dictate and influence the outcome. So that's why we do it at such a young age. While you're starting to learn the overall basic skills, they learn how to apply them right away. So they gather the skill and learn how to apply it. And that's the key, and that's why we do it in our development league.